all that like stuff, welcome to my channel, so you lot know already. But we have a new face. This is DWAYNE. My sexy Izzy. You all know him.
Yeah.
And we all know who he is. And so today we are going to talk about
drum roll.
Why gay relationships don't work.
Yeah.
Well, the issues with
gay relationships.
Okay, I can start it off.
He's waiting.
Do you know what it is yet? I actually feel like because we're first the generation of black, like obviously the first to third generation of black people in this country, so we're dealing with, you know, being African, being Caribbean, and a lot of those issues. And then another thing is, a lot of us, in as much as we have come out as gay, but we're still there's still a lot of struggle in accepting that it's okay. And then another thing is, a lot of gay people get into relationships thinking that, like, aspiring for heteronormativity, which is the whole concept of thinking that, you know, okay, he's the man, I'm the woman. And the thing is, in as much as, you know, we all know obviously the top, well, if you don't know what that is, you have to do your research.
Google it.
Sit here and tell you. Top, bottom, verse, like all of that plays a part, and that really messes people up mentally, and then they forget the fact that you're also a guy. Like in as much as you take the penis or whatever you do, you're still a guy, and that you're both men, really, regardless of the roles you both play.
In the bedroom.
And I definitely feel like people are still struggling with accepting the fact that it's okay to be gay. Like,
yes, they're struggling.
Not a big deal. And religion and so many things play a part.
Oh, let's not go into
religion. With the argument that you just made, so if you look at African Americans, they've been in America for 400 years and so on, so they're actually far more established in America as in black people within the Western world, but yet they're still struggling.
They're still struggling, but they're more open than here. They're much more ahead than us. Because there, you are more likely to find there's quite a few black gay couples on YouTube. Like Americans
are more open.
Americans are more advanced. I've actually watched quite a few gay weddings on YouTube.
Yes. Black and
Is
American.
that because they've been there longer?
Because they've been there longer, and it's like, I don't know what it is, but Americans are just more woke than us.
Yeah, they have a more of a don't care attitude. People here are more.
Sometimes.
Like, no, I just think it's the removal of the culture aspect of it, because they still have the religious aspect, which is still ingrained because parts of America are extremely religious, but they don't have that culture as in, you know, African Caribbean, that ingrained within the culture against homosexuality. So it's like we getting
I think mixes with the religion to actually create.
So it's kind of like you're getting hit twice. You're getting hit with the culture. You're getting hit with the religion.
That's a lot to take.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is how I feel, and that's just how I feel.
What do you think, Kev?
Like, the whole issue with like down low people is another big thing as well. Like someone who's like really like out, like will try and date like a down low person, then like it just never ends up working out because
I feel like you're talking about me right now. If that's that is a disaster. That's terrible. I believe you actually do this to me right now. Seriously,
I am not talking about you.
That's exactly me.
I don't want to offend you.
I was thinking probably shade though.
TOCHI was educating me about this whole down low concept.
Yeah.
And from when I heard about it, I thought for you to be out and then to date someone who's down low,
I didn't do it intentionally.
This is what my feeling. It might not actually be applying to you.
I didn't even know he was down low.
But it might not even apply to you.
No, it's not.
But my feeling is that if you are out and then you're dating someone who's down low, so
it's the other way around.
They're keeping
it's
you
the
a
other
secret.
way around.
But I'm saying if they're keeping you a secret and they're kind of causing you, does that show that you have a kind of a lack of like self-value, that there's part of you?
But they're the ones that make the move on the open ones.
It doesn't matter, but you're still accepting it.
No, but I didn't know he was down low. See, that was it.
But not this time. But I'm saying like generic, like as in generic. If you're accepting that situation that someone's going to hide you away,
some people like that.
Saying something about your self-worth.
I think
it depends on your preference. It all depends.
Yeah,
it depends.
Your preference
because as well, if you was to date a down low person,
sweet talk, man.
What do you mean sweet talk?
You could be waiting for that person to actually come out. Everyone has to start something.
Yes.
You're not gonna just come out as.
But then there's some, right, who say I'm never gonna be out. This is the one. This is the one I'm talking about. Not the ones that say later on, but you know the ones that say, oh listen, I'm not going to come out, and eventually I'm going to marry a woman. And then
Yes.
you're
Oh my
still
God, I dated someone like that. I dated
how
someone
can
like
you
that in 2012.
you're out, how can you have
I know,
self-love for
Yes.
yourself? How can you love yourself and be in a relationship with a man like that
Imagine.
for 2 years and someone that says they will never come out and they're going to marry a woman and you're going to be there? So I don't get that. For me, I just think you must not
Wait,
love
this
yourself.
happened to me.
Nah,
You
so the
know?
thing is,
And he had the audacity to say he would invite me to the wedding. I should be at the front.
You should have spat
Do you
in his
really
face.
love yourself if that's the case?
What the fuck?
Nah, so the thing
Yeah,
is, like,
don't, if you're gonna be like that, you shouldn't be chasing.
No.
It shouldn't be in a relationship.
It's disgusting.
Sort it, find yourself, sort it out,
Imagine
and then go home.
having sex with a woman and coming home and expect me to suck your dick. It's so disgusting.
Double dipping.
That's
the thing is, yeah, you know the thing is
Does
like,
that mean... Okay.
Oh, whoa. That's really
We'll cut out.
abusive.
What did you say? What was you gonna say?
I was going to say, does it mean like you're eating pussy too?
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Please
Oh
don't
my
imagine.
God.
I'm
Terrible.
gonna edit it out.
No, I'm not editing that.
No, you
Come on,
have to.
Jingle.
What, that I'm eating piss? Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
yeah, so the thing is, like, I feel like there are two types of down low men you can date. So, like, Izzy's mentioned one of them, and then there's one that they'll tell you, though, it's not right, but I see it coming soon. But if you, if someone tells you that they don't ever want to get married to a guy, they want to be with a woman, and especially if you're a particular age, at 35, my brother, you need help.
It's always the older men. It's always the older men.
It's always the
The older men all the time.
How do you expect me to be in a relationship with you, and how do you expect me to believe that you love me when
You're telling me you're gonna end up marrying a
like,
woman?
I'm having sex with you and having a relationship, but
But you're thinking about a woman.
You're keeping me as your little secret, and then you go back to your fiance.
Woman.
like,
You're not in
I
his
always thought
future.
there was mentally problems.
Yeah,
I think they're
definitely.
just a bit not right up there. That's why.
They want to have their cake and eat
Me
it.
too. But then sometimes, like, obviously, like most of these men are black
Yes.
and African
And Asian.
Or,
There's a lot of Asians.
yeah, a lot of
Asians as
Asians.
well,
but-
yeah.
It's all of them. Except whites.
Yeah.
All
I swear.
ethnic minorities have
Yeah,
these issues.
exactly.
Simple as that.
Exactly. And why do you think it's like that?
Do you think that's because
of
it derives
parents,
from the religion?
Religion and
It's
parents.
religion.
Because
Parents,
black people
culture.
are they're religious as in Christians, and
Yeah.
black people, and Asians are Muslims. That's yeah.
Yeah.
But then I feel like there's a certain point where you think you might lose it all. Like, you love your family, you can lose your family. You love your religion, you can lose your religion. One of my work colleagues whose friend, her best friend is a lesbian, and she's heavily religious, and she finally came out at the age of like 35, and she literally lost everything, like where she lost her church that she loves, she lost her family, right? And then so it's just like everything, just the rug got swept from underneath her, and then some people just do not want to lose that, and they you know.
But if
they
you
love all
lose
of
it, that means that wasn't there for you in the
No,
first
but you can't say that about religion and family. That's a lot deeper
Easy,
than
yeah.
that.
Yeah, but if they should love her for her, not the sexuality.
So the thing is, you know what? I actually, I can.
You can relate.
Yeah, I can't relate because when I came out, first of all, like, I'm a Jehovah's Witness, my entire family. So literally all my friends, family, everyone. So, but then it's about making a conscious decision, knowing that you're ready emotionally. Can you handle it? And the thing is, if you're gonna come out, just think everyone is going to reject me, because in that way you're ready. No, seriously, because in that way mentally you're ready and know what to come.
What if some people are not that strong and they will never be that strong?
Just don't come out, because that's when you're in suicide.
But then
No, but suicide happens, people get depressed, big, like, it's coming out, and it's a big thing. You just have to know your family, and if you know that you're going to be rejected, or you're strong enough to deal with it,
Yeah.
or you're strong enough to go through the pain, the emotional, like, trauma that you will go through for quite a while before you get healed. You have to be strong enough to take it. If you're not strong enough, then do it when you're ready.
And don't involve people that are out. Because a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I make them
They
feel bad.
always go to people that are out. I'm that person. Yeah, I swear. Like, when you talk about the DL thing, I understand it, because with me, I just happen to meet them, but I don't know their DLs. They don't act like it. And then you find out, oh, my auntie's not out, but I'm not out to my mum or whatever. But they act and they make you feel like they're going to come out. But then when you're with them, you don't feel like you're a secret. But it becomes evident, maybe more so after, because certain things you start to analyse. And during, when you start to do certain things, you want to go to certain places, and maybe they're like, no, I don't feel like doing that. But then you have to second guess it. Is it because you don't feel like doing it, or you're just ashamed because I'm out? Then why the fuck fuck are you chasing me then? Because no one was looking for you in the first place.
Yeah. Do you know what?
They like that. I feel like they do it in a way to emasculate you as well, because they know you're out. So it's easy to be like, oh, you're a bottom. You know, remember who's the man in this. Remember who's the man in this. They like doing that. They like that power.
I don't understand that.
They like the power. It's like they're in control.
Because
So
you're a
because they're
bottom
top.
and you're submissive.
Yes.
Okay.
You're giving away
You're
your masculinity
emasculated.
Yes.
to the guy that's...
Perfect.
So it means that he can say, we're not going to go to this
Because in a
place.
straight couple,
Yeah.
what does the guy do?
Fuck the girl.
Like, fucks the girl. He's
Yeah,
on top of
yeah.
the girl fucking the girl. The girl's on the floor doing floors all doggy and shit. In couples that happens as well, obviously.
But then you always have in the heterosexual world, you always have this underlying concept, which is the woman is actually in control. They just pretend in the outside world that the man is in control, but the woman is actually running things. And we've all seen that when what mum says goes. What happy wife,
I
happy life.
I feel like that only happens in a marriage.
Yeah, well, that
Only
didn't
in a
happen with my mum
marriage.
and dad. What my dad said, if he didn't like it, he's gonna slap her. Yeah, that's it.
I don't know why we're laughing.
They're not African households. The men don't go by what.
My
the
dad
woman
hit
says.
my mum once, and that's when I saw The Exorcist. Oh my god, he slapped her once. Her head went like this. She turned around and she said, "If you ever," that's all she said. You should have saw this, like 6 foot something was shaking, and I was just like, oh, okay, and that was it. Did he ever? No.
Yeah, so the thing is,
Talking
you know
about
what it is,
domestic
yeah.
violence.
I actually feel like, with what you said about the whole, I'm the man. I feel like this is also an issue that I've encountered where people femme shame. So like, a lot of the feminine guys that are in the gay community, like it happens when
Everything gets a word nowadays.
Yeah, femme shame. Like it's okay if you say I don't like feminine guys, but don't go about talking to them like, they're this, they're that.
Yeah,
and then, like, another thing that I really don't like
be
is
in my
like,
DMs wanting some ass.
like I don't think
Be in the DMs wanting some ass. You're gonna sit on this dick. But then outside they'll be saying,
I want to pretend like I don't like them.
I bet you those are the ones that will like beat you up in front of people.
Yeah.
Those
And
ones.
then they'll be shouting, oh, bite man, and all that bullshit.
Oh my god.
And they message you at night. Hey,
imagine.
I'm sorry about that. You know what it's like?
Because Sarah can't suck your dick.
They can't do it properly.
Terrible.
Another thing that I don't like is
You guys are too much, like honestly.
Because I said talking dick. Look at you already
Oh no! Like it's like when if I'm talking to you and you telling me I'm not out like that, that's not going to attract me.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's not telling me, oh, I'm not out like that. Like, are you like? I mean, there are people that attract. The whole like the concept that
I'm not out,
for
more
example,
secret.
like I can walk down the road with you, then I wouldn't get scared just because I'm not out like that. Unfortunately, if you're gay, you're gay. When a gay person sees you, they know.
Yes.
Many gay people have a gay that.
Yes.
If you like, be the most masculine.
And that's facts, guys.
Yeah.
Gay people, they have a gay that.
Yeah.
If you're a girl and your gay friend is telling you something about
You better listen.
then you better listen to him because.
Well, not all,
he has
because
a-
some gays
not all
are
of
extra.
them. But just do your investigation,
Yeah.
investigate, ask questions, look through, do whatever you
No
have
smoke
to do.
without fire.
Everything. But yeah, so to me, those things are still an issue. When people like, for example, like many gays are still not comfortable with dating someone who's comfortably and confidently out. It's not even about being, like overtly gay or something. Just someone who's confidently out and proud of his sexuality. Because many gays are still not comfortable with dating someone like that.
Exactly. But yet they will still put us in a box as this and that. Well, you should be proud. You should be aspired to be like us.
Exactly. This is why I don't blame when people go to America. Seriously.
It is brave, and they don't see it as you being brave.
They don't see it as you being brave, no.
They don't.
You can't even just tell your person you're cheating on them. We're telling you lot.
You go
Way
still
more than
sleep
that,
with
way
women
more.
and everything, and then you want to emasculate us for being out.
So then, do you think that there's a push for like copying of the heterosexual relationship?
Oh my God, straight acting.
Heteronormativity.
So because like what Tochi was telling me about how there's this kind of like idolize the straight acting, like so if you look straight, if you look like you're not gay, right? Then it's more that you get more people, like you get more people coming onto you.
Who is this to?
Yeah, because you can come across straight sometimes, don't you?
Yeah, I guess.
You are definitely straight.
What?
Yeah, no one would know that he's gay.
If you
So then, do does that mean like you get more?
Yes, he
guys?
would
definitely
Do you get more
more.
guys
Yes,
because
and he's like
you look
him.
straight?
He's the-
But no, but that's the thing, no. Because then I don't get guys because they think I'm straight.
Oh, so you got girls instead?
Sometimes.
Disastrous.
But no one
So
will.
annoying.
You're so annoying.
No one will check for me like that really. Most of the time because they think, oh, he's a straight guy. And on my pictures on Instagram and that. Most of the time, it's because, like you lot said, I look straight. So
that's a problem.
yeah, so it can be.
Oh, okay.
Do you
But
have a
have you
problem?
felt that there's been like a privilege as well with that?
Yeah.
Like a straight looking privilege.
Well, for where I'm from,
The reason why I asked about looking straight privilege, because
Okay, so
Tochi,
let's
you were
see
saying
where I'm
about
from.
how you don't feel like homophobia because
the
you
thing
look
is-
straight.
Yeah, you know the thing, it's not even about looking straight, but I don't know, people, I think with me, even when people know or suspect, they don't find it like distracting you, because to me, I believe that sometimes unconsciously your sexuality can be distracting, whoever you are, but
Yes.
sometimes it can be distracting. I'm much more aware of racism than
Yes,
homophobia.
same
I
here.
can speak a lot.
Yes.
So that's a privilege as well, because then you
Yeah,
have the
it is
feminine gays who don't have that privilege because their sexuality is just there.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can be off-putting for a lot of people because they see that and it makes them instantly uncomfortable.
True.
But then it's kind of like, why should they have to change?
It's not, but sometimes I sometimes can feel uncomfortable when I see over feminine boys.
Why?
I don't know, because sometimes I think it
Sometimes
can be
I feel sorry
extra.
for them. I feel a bit scared
Sometimes
for
it's
them,
over the top.
Why do
And
you feel scared?
it's over the
Anything
top.
could happen to them.
But it's not even that. I feel like sometimes they do the most.
The most.
Like,
And it's a bit
you're gay,
confusing.
but you don't have to let the
it's
whole
a bit
world know at
confusing.
times.
Okay,
Sometimes.
but that sounds like
A contradiction.
That sounds like a contradiction, and it sounds like
I know
you know
what
what
you're
straight
trying to
people
say,
say.
I really
Yes.
don't care.
And why do you think it's
Be how you
confusing?
are.
Because there's a lot of guys I've seen, right? They class themselves as guys, but they wear a face full of makeup and wigs. Beard still, but they're still guys. But you're wearing wigs, high heels and bags, but you're still... I'm not gonna lie, it confuses me a little bit. I'm not gonna say it's weird because I don't think that, but it does
Yeah, it
confuse
does
me.
think it's weird.
It confuses me a lot. Why do you think you're still a guy, but you still want to dress like a female?
You know what?
I just find it confusing. I would love to talk to someone so they can tell
Yeah,
me.
so they can to me, to each his own. I really don't care what you do. I still don't care. I'm not bothered.
It's the only thing that gets on my nerves with me is when they're overly feminine. And this is the problem I've had with a lot of straight girls. That when they see me and they talk to me, they're like, oh my god, you're so nice and blah blah. Because when they do meet those type of gays, they always run up to women.
Trust me.
They always want to fight women. Like they're so that's what annoys me when I see them because it's never men. It's always women,
But
and
then-
it bothers me.
But then what you were saying, as in you're gay, but you don't have to show it to everyone. But that
No.
just sounds like something
No,
that
I
straight
didn't
people
mean it-
say to
not like that.
Okay, yeah, you're gay,
I know.
but
Some people
don't
are
let
extra.
nobody know about
not
it.
like that.
So
I'm
are we
not.
just-
I'm not saying because me, I'm openly gay. I walk around in all sorts. I go clubbing in all sorts. But there's some people that are just over the top with it, and it's those people that
They
go
go the
over
extra
the top,
mile.
like
Because
when
they're not like that all the
on
time.
purpose.
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
on
Oh,
purpose.
all the time.
When
They're
they're
not like that all the time.
and
Really?
they
No, they're
make
not, no.
they put all of us
Only
in a
out,
box.
only
So
out.
when people only see gays like that, they associate us all like that,
Yeah.
and then that's where a lot of homophobia plays because people don't see these type of normal gays. People just see makeup. Oh my god, makeup. Hair. You want to be a girl?
High
Why you got high
heels,
heels?
yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
confusing.
I was just about to
It's
say
a
that.
lot.
It's that
It's like-
concept that gay men want to
Pause
be
for a bit.
women.
My legs hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Like, I understand if you want to change, but
Yeah.
having both, like you're saying you're a man, but you're dressing up as a woman. I'm confused.
I mean, yeah.
That's
You know
I
what
feel
it
like
is?
a
Yeah.
transvestite
Yeah,
a bit.
but to be honest with you, like some gay people like to dress up, they like to play with their dressing. To me, I'm seriously not bothered. But I feel like when it comes to straight girls, what I've noticed with me is that a lot with me, literally, like I have like this like aura. It's like when if you're coming, like, okay, for example, I have this girl that
I know he's gonna say.
my mate in my workplace, and then she came up to me like, yes. I'm like, well, have you heard of what's going on in the news, Barack Obama? Seriously, I changed the conversation,
No, 'cause
and
it
she's
is-
not used to that. And then she gave me a funny look, and then I was like, yes, this is what I'm thinking.
Yes,
about
just
right
because
now.
we're gay, don't want to talk about hair and
Like,
makeup.
I think like kind of like it's like the world kind of picks which gay they want it to represent, like they want it to be seen. The media will pick. So it's just like, okay, we're gonna pick the feminine guy, the one that has a high voice, as in entertaining. So it's kind of like, are you being laughed at, or are you being lifted up?
Oh man, that's a good point.
By just having gay feminine men, because it could be kind of like, you know, like the freak shows they used to have. So you have people there, and the people, you know, they were thinking, oh, people are coming to see me, but no, they were just coming to see you to laugh at you. They were coming to see you to point at you, to say, oh, look at that funny woman with a beard, like that is unusual. So by them representing just female, as in female representative, or female men with female traits, do you feel like it is something, as in, are you being lifted, are you being shown, are you visible, or are you just simply being laughed at and being pointed at?
I think it's all of it. Like,
it's used so different aspects, man. Because there's not only feminine gay people in the gay.
And it always shows the most. That's what I mean. They feed into that stereotype that's what we like. That's what I mean. Like,
but
there's never a cure.
There's truth behind every stereotype.
There
so
is.
they do exist,
but it's not
so they need to be represented too.
Yeah, but
why is it only one type? Why about normal people?
Okay, now you said normal.
Yeah.
Now you said normal. No, so it's normal. It's normal because you.
I think I'm normal. I tell you why I'm saying normal.
Okay.
I'm saying normal because I'm being myself. I'm not doing the most. I don't talk a certain way. I don't dress a certain way. Just
there
a lot
are
of people
some
aren't.
who are
No, but they're not. Okay,
babe.
No, go on, you're holding back.
There's not, because as soon as some come out, and I've seen it, I've seen someone transition from just, you know, normal everyday, normal, and as soon as he came out, within months, oh my God, I got so much to tell you. Oh, Junior, you are not. I was like,
where did this
already?
come from?
That's what I'm trying to say.
So do you think that they're trying to fit into a box?
Yes.
Trying to fit into a mold,
Yes.
And they feel like because they're gay, they have to go on there.
Yes.
Maybe like they feel like that is actually more accepted. You know, when people want to be around the fun gay person.
The gay best friend.
The gay best friend. You know, like people want to be around the fun black guy. Like, because you know, like you used to have, like, you know, in the plantation, they'll pick one person, like they'll pick black people to entertain them. So it's either you were good at sports, you were good as in labour, or you was the funny person, like you was the entertainer. So you're like the funny black guy. So it's in a sense like maybe they get more ahead by being that funny, happy-go-lucky, entertaining gay guy.
I don't know, maybe in that aspect, maybe, but when you're in the community, they're the most horrible types, to be honest. They're bitchy, they're judgmental, they're horrible. They spread lies, rumours. My God.
And they're always in a group.
Always.
All looking at the same place.
Oh, yes. Never dancing. They'll do a bit of split, they'll do a bit of head top, and then they'll stand and judge the whole. But then, it's true.
It is true.
It is true. That's what I said. I feel like we are, I'm saying normal as in when you're just yourself.
Genuine.
You go places, you're going to a club, you're going to start to have fun with your friends. About there, it's not like that. It's all about,
I haven't been gay clubbing in 2 years because of it.
It's really bad, baby. It's really bad when you open your eyes as a gay man. Yeah. Terrible.
So do you think? So going back to like what we was talking about. So do gay relationships work?
I think they can work, but it's just
I've never
you
seen
just
one
need to find.
You've never seen one work?
I have. I know a gay couple that just bought a house in Birmingham. They've been together. I know 2 gay couples that are getting married this year. Man, I know.
How many gay people do you know?
Yeah, okay.
Because the fact, you know, when it's just like,
it's
you
like
know, when
the black
people
things on TV. You know the black things on TV, like the controversy on TV about black people. There might be one black TV show, and there's millions of whites. That's what it sounds like that. Comparing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
because it might feel like they're kind of the exception to the rule.
Yeah, but you know what? Because like to me, I don't understand why a 35-year-old man is still acting like they're 17. But then it all comes down to, you know, the whole issue of maybe they came out really late, and it's like the scene is like, oh my god. And then some people get lost in the scene as well, in the whole gay scene. And then they forget themselves.
Yes.
And that can happen if you come out very young. It's very easy.
I just want to be single.
I just want to be,
Do you think that promiscuity within the gay community is adding to that?
Oh, yes. That is
So
right.
so promiscuous and sex being so regularly available, is that adding to the? It is like it's quick. It's quick
to get.
So. Does that mean that men do not want to settle down because there's so much out there for them?
Because people are always offering.
But then a relationship shouldn't just be sex.
Exactly.
But then, alright, so I always say if people are just having regular sex, meaningless sex, is there a problem? So does that mean that there's a lack of like self-love and self-worth within the gay
and it could be
community?
Self-harming to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, doctor.
No, because maybe there is a lack of like that self-worth and self-love if you are just giving yourself away.
I always think it's bad in this community.
And if you are doing that, what do you feel about yourself? You're letting all these people run up inside you. What do you really feel about yourself? That's what you have to read.
Not everyone's worthy of your body.
Literally. And spirits passing on and all of that stuff. You heard about that?
Yeah.
You got like 10 men inside you in 2 weeks.
And it's so embarrassing when you know everyone around you knows who you are.
But then what about the top though? Because right now you're shaming the bottom.
No, I'm not shaming the bottom. That's the same thing for both.
Yeah, same thing for both.
Same thing for both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the thing is like, okay. Because I also feel like some people, they stop trying because they've literally had no luck. Like there are people that have tried to be in a relationship. Let me show you something. There are people that have tried to be in a relationship, they've dated, and it's like, okay, let me just find one.
Because it's so hard. No men are serious.
That's why it's bad, because then you become detached from people. When you keep on running around with bare different people, you become detached. You're like, I like this lifestyle. I want to keep doing this.
You become numb to it. But then when you become numb, I don't think you realise the damage is being done to you.
No, you don't.
And it will be like, you know what you're saying, if you have different sexual partners all the time, it's even like their energy is coming into you. And you don't know what they're leaving and what damage and everything else. So that kind of clings to you and sticks to you. So when you're ready to have a relationship, have you actually fixed yourself to prepare yourself for that relationship?
And that's what you have to ask yourself.
Because a lot of broken people get into relationships and then they wonder why the relationships are not working. So is it just because broken people are coming together and you're just not healing as individuals, so that when you do come together, you can build a positive relationship? Because actually, gay people, there's a statistic that I've read that gay relationship, you're more likely to get into domestic abuse situation than straight, which is something that's not spoken about. And then it's this kind of concept.
So he got spat on in Oxford Street.
Why?
His face.
What happened? Can you imagine? Not laughing.
No, it's not funny.
It's just like Junior just says things in a particular way.
But it's funny.
It's hilarious.
No, it's not. No, because you went through that, and at the time it wasn't funny. So it's a healing process to laugh about it now.
Yeah, it's funny, baby. It wasn't funny that day. You spent 2 weeks out of the
Did you spat him back?
No, he was too shocked, man.
Oh, man.
But then what I read was because they're trying to bring help for men, even like in heterosexual relationship, as in men. It's just that the gay men, some of them feel like, because we're both men, it's just a fight that I'm losing. So it's not domestic abuse. I'm just losing the fight. And they don't realise that domestic abuse is about that psychological breaking down. So even if you are physically able to fight back, but they've broken you so much, like as in emotionally, that you are broken, that you can't actually fight back, and then you cling on to that individual and you feel like you need them, and that's not spoken about. So that's why in gay relationships they go through actually a lot more trauma than heterosexual relationships that we don't go through. So that's the part of that I'm saying. Let's look within. Have you fixed yourself?
Are you healed?
What would you say? Because you was in a volatile relationship.
What did you?
That you feel like you was broken down to that point. I feel like he was probably emotionally abused.
Yeah, a little bit.
But then, before it even gets too physical, it always starts off with emotional. Some just stay because they get even better at the emotional. There's some that can't even go up to that level, then it becomes the physical. But before because if somebody just hits you physically out of nowhere without breaking you down, like emotionally, right? You'll fight back.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so they've already broken you, so when they hit you that time, you're like shocked. You're like, oh my god, but I thought you loved me, but because they've already done the groundwork.
I'll never do it again. Before you know, another clap.
Yeah, so the thing is, you know, one thing that I've realized since moving out from home from the age of 17 is that being nice doesn't help. So to me, like, you have to defend yourself. So to me, right now, with this space I am, if I ever get into something and if I see any hand, this is the end.
Like, yeah, that's what happened to me when he raised his hand. I told him to leave.
Because if you hit it, you're going to hit it again and again and again.
I agree.
And trust me, I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy to fight you back because I'd rather channel that in something productive. And to be honest, we'll probably kill ourselves if I still stay there because like the venom and the anger that I'll feel will be too much. So I'll just leave.
But it's easy to say that, but when you're broken down, you don't talk
exactly.
Yeah, because I always was like that, and then
me too.
For myself, I actually realised that the relationship was a bit shitty,
toxic.
So I literally had to end it myself.
Wow.
The other person didn't want to, but I had to. I was like,
Obviously,
You have to
why
take
not?
responsibility to end it yourself.
But then the other thing is, I think because relationships are so rare within the gay community that when you finally have a boyfriend,
you want to cling on to
you want to cling on to it so badly.
That's what I did with my last
then
one. I did this with
you cling on to it so badly because you're like, oh my god, like there's so much promiscuity, people don't want to settle down and everything like that. So I finally got a boyfriend. So you just literally, because you've been wanting, like we're human beings, you want to be in a relationship, you want to be loved, you want somebody for your own. So once you finally get that someone's committed to you, when they could have had all of this choice, they had all of this choice and they removed all of that choice and they finally were with you. So I think that a lot of gay men just put up with a lot of rubbish, and then if you have the down low men, they know that you've been looking for that you wanted that relationship because you're out, you want that kind of solid relationship. So then they might use that against you, you know,
and they mess you up.
And then they mess you. Exactly, and then mess you up. So I think it's just all kind of like, it does link together.
There are so many things involved.
There is definitely so many aspects involved, but I think the main aspect is that there's a lot of people who are broken.
The broken people getting into
broken relationships, and I think promiscuity is adding a lot to that concept of like not wanting to settle down.
Oh, she's wrapped it up, Wayne.
That's true.
She's spoken so much volume. Good girl.
Very emotional.
I know, right? I feel like she was talking to my spirit.
Definitely was talking to me.
Do you want to end the video?
I think Izzy has ended. So I don't even know what to say. Tochi, got anything to say, Professor?
I always have something to say. I like everyone here obviously has really made really good points. I just feel like just be careful, know what you're getting yourself into. Don't ever settle just because you feel like it's rare, like to find someone who is willing to fully commit. As long as someone doesn't reach your standard, make sure you have standard. Raise your standards and keep them there.
And please, guys, get to know the person. Sex can wait. It can wait. Just know the person, please. Know the person. That's it.
Final words, you know?
No, Kevin, go on.
I feel like you've said everything though, but I always say this, like, never settle for anything which is below your standards.
Don't.
Because at the end of the day, like, if it doesn't work out, you're going to end up regretting it 10 times.
Okay, Kevin, enough.
I am not even talking about myself. Okay.
Kevin, what happens if the person doesn't even know themselves?
Yeah.
Their standard, they haven't even got into that. Because
you have to know
You need to
surround
some
people
people
don't understand that. You know when you were talking about earlier on that you have to be, we're better than ourselves as people, right?
Yeah.
Some people, they don't know that. We know this, innit, for ourselves. We say it to ourselves, innit. Some people don't say that to themselves. Some people don't know that at all. They've never been told that.
Well, I'm telling you now, know your standard.
But the other thing I want to add is the fact is, if you think a certain way that you want a relationship and you want something solid and that you've healed yourself, there's somebody out there who's going on that same journey as you. All you have to do is just be patient for your paths to cross.
Yes.
Wow.
Amen.
That was beautiful. And you guys, that's a wrap. If you want to see... Wait, what was our title for your video?
What did we do?
Parents and gang cultures.
Parents and gang culture. We've recorded on our channel. So make sure you go and subscribe to Izzy.
Izzy Miguel.
Subscribe to Kevin Kwame. DWAYNE's going to have a new channel very soon, sorting that out.
Hey.
And TOCHI, and we'll be making videos very regularly for you guys. I'm excited. So you're going to see these faces every week. What? Oh, get a grip. And with that being said, the next issue is going to be about religion. Bye!